Hey guys, DB Rai here. Thanks for clicking on this video. Please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. And we are going to continue with this story, What If Queen Beryl Was Redeemed? A fun little story we started a month ago where we actually got to see Queen Beryl actually redeem herself and join forces with the Sailor Guardians and vanquish Queen Metalia. This of course ended with Queen Beryl life ultimately being sacrificed. However, it wasn't all doom and gloom for the once evil queen, as she was reincarnated as a human and is now living a serene and peaceful life, and even seeing someone, a relationship with a young man named Hiroshi. Anyway, this is the continuation of this story as we now enter the Black Moon Clan arc, or rather, you could call it the Prince Demand arc, the Death Phantom arc, the Chibiusa arc. Anyways, without further ado, let's get straight into it. A new dawn. Months had passed since Beryl's reincarnation. She now led a serene life on Earth, free from the shadows of her past. She worked in a bookstore. A new one that Army would frequently visit, and often would chat with her, not mentioning anything about their previous lives or anything like that. It turns out Beryl really knew her stuff, and it was fun for Army to have someone to talk to. Her days were filled with the simple joys of human existence. The man she loved, Hiroshi, brought warmth and laughter into her life, creating a world where darkness had no place. Artemis and Luna kept a watchful eye on Beryl, though, ensuring she was acclimating well into her new life. They often observed her from a distance, their feline forms blending into the surroundings. And one evening, as Beryl and Hiroshi strolled through the park, Hiroshi turned to her with a smile. Beryl, I've never been happier than I am with you. It's as if you were an angel that just came into my life one day. Beryl's eyes sparkled with genuine joy. And I with you, Hiroshi. You've given me a new perspective on life. However, the peace was not to last, as a new threat loomed on the horizon and descended upon the earth. I am talking, of course, about the Black Moon Clan, led by the enigmatic Prince Demand, seeking out to conquer the earth, rewrite history, claim the silver crystal, and of course, exterminate the one they would call the Rabbit. The arrival of Chibiusa. One day, Usagi and Mamoru were simply off on a nice, romantic date in the park. They had gotten a slight glimpse of Beryl and Hiroshi, who were also enjoying a fun day at the park. Usagi and Mamoru couldn't help but watch on in awe that the once evil Queen Beryl had really become a genuinely good person who was now happy on Earth, settling with an amazing guy. However, that peace is shortly extinguished as Chibiusa descended upon them, along with the chaos she brings, as she straight away threatens Usagi with a gun, demanding the silver crystal, much like in the original. And well, yep, there's a little more chaos involving, including Chibiusa rewriting the memories of Usagi's parents and family on Earth, so they think that Chibiusa is a distant cousin of the family. However, much like the original and of course the reboot series, it doesn't take long for the Sailor Guardians to realize that, yes, the whole thing with Chibiusa and this new Black Moon clan, the bad guys, are all connected. Especially as one day Usagi and the Sailor Guardians gathered to discuss the recent disturbances in Tokyo and the mysterious pink-haired girl, Chibiusa. And, suddenly, they are attacked by a group of women known as the Spectre Sisters. And throughout their battles, and thanks to the power of Usagi's new and improved Moonstick, I'm pretty sure it has a different name, but I can't remember it at this point. And with the power of her moon healing escalation, they are able to essentially stop the Spectre Sisters, as well as give them new lives as humans, free from the influence of the Black Moon Clan, Prince Demand, and of course, Rubius, who only used these women as a means to an end. One by one, the Spectre Sisters fell to the magic of Sailor Moon, her silver crystal, and ultimately the kindness and love the Sailor Guardians have for each other. However, Rubius was not one to be defeated so easily. As this commotion was taking place, he took advantage and managed to kidnap Sailor Mars, Sailor Mercury, Sailor Venus, and Sailor Jupiter, just like he does in the original, leaving Sailor Moon and Chibiusa to fend for themselves. Of course, there's a little assistance from Tuxedo Mask. But still, things were looking dire for our heroes, and Rubius was, dare I say, a bit more confrontational and ruthless than what we see in the original. Monsters, everything. Sailor Moon struggled to protect herself as well as Chibiusa. Now, meanwhile, Beryl and Hiroshi were unfortunate enough to be caught in the crossfire of this battle, and Hiroshi becomes seriously injured because of this. Beryl's heart pounding. She had become teary. She was crying that her boyfriend was hurt. And not only that, seeing Sailor Moon, who was now regarded as a hero among the populace, was being defeated. And she just wished she could do something about this. And then, something had happened. A certain insignia began to appear on Beryl's head. A symbol meaning Earth. And suddenly, she is filled with memories of her past lives. The once... I think she was a priestess in her original life just before she became Queen Beryl. I'm not entirely sure. But her previous lives as the priestess or noblewoman, whatever the heck she was in her original life, the evil she committed as Queen Beryl, and of course, memories of her overall redemption as she helped the Sailor Guardians vanquish Metalia. She suddenly stood, determination with her eyes. She will not allow this evil to go unchecked. This malevolence will not last any longer, and with determination, Beryl raised her hand and shouted, "Earth! Crystal power! Make up!" And a brilliant light enveloped her as if she was becoming something she was always meant to become before Queen Metalia's influence. And suddenly, finally, and I know you Sailor Moon fans are going to love this, finally, Sailor Earth is born. The warrior Beryl was always destined to become. Bum, 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 bum. I was trying to do the original transformation theme from the original show. Just having a bit of fun at you guys' expenses. Anyways, continuing on. Redemption and resistance. Reborn, reforged as Sailor Earth, Beryl's magic radiated with pure energy, and she joined forces with the struggling Sailor Moon, combining their powers and ultimately overwhelming Rubeus for the sake of the world and the people. They will prevail. We will prevail! Beryl proclaimed. And with Sailor Earth's help, Sailor Moon unleashed a final powerful attack that ultimately overwhelmed, engulfed Rubeus. Rubeus was now dead, defeated, and the other 4 Sailor Guardians that were kidnapped by Rubeus had been returned to them. Sailor Earth's, or rather Beryl's, newfound powers as now a Sailor Guardian, along with Sailor Moon, proved critical in freeing the other Sailor Guardians. Everyone had looked at Beryl in complete awe that she was now officially one of them. A brand new Sailor Guardian, one that has never been seen before. And thanks to Sailor Moon's moon healing escalation, Hiroshi was restored perfectly to full health and completely unaware with what has just transpired. And I think this is a good spot to leave things for now. So what do you guys think? Did you enjoy this story? Did you like the twist I added in there and making Queen Beryl entirely brand new Sailor Guardian that we never got in the original series? I thought it was both a cool way to explore a theory I'd been having, as well as making the what if more fun and exciting. Because it always bugged me to why we never got a Sailor Earth in the original show. We did have Tuxedo Mask, who I guess was supposed to be the equivalent of basically if Earth were gonna have a Sailor Guardian, it'd be him. But as we know, guys don't become Sailor Guardians for whatever reason. Anyway, so I thought, really, because since Queen Beryl was at the very least a noble woman in her original life, before Queen Metalia's influence, it just seemed to occur to me that it could have been very possible that Beryl was maybe meant to become Sailor Earth. And so we explored that here in this What If. Anyways, as always, like and comment, subscribe, and we'll be back next time.